Yeah. First of all, congratulations with both of you for scoring in the top 0.5 percentile of the whole country.
Thank
In an exam where the aspirants are around 2.4 lakhs, 3 lakhs, it's very great that you guys have managed to score in this much percentile. And I really appreciate your efforts that you have put to score this much percentile. I would like to know more about your journey. So, could you please tell me about yourself, Tilak?
Sure. So I first applied for CAT 2024. I took classes from Cracku as well at that. Yeah, I'm a student of Cracku since 2024. So in 2024, I scored 97.56 percentile and I missed out on VRC on by huge margin. Other two sections were around 99 percentile. Then VRC was around 78.89 percentile. So my best convert last year was Rohtak, but I somewhere knew I could have achieved more because of my other two sections were strong and just one section was needed to brush up and made par with the other two sections. So after my graduations that I graduated in May 2025 and I also gave my CFA level 1. So after that I went for preparing for CAT again and I took classes from Cracku again because it was a dependable sources for me and the structure and the course curriculum was very similar and I was familiar with and it was really helpful. So I again purchased Cracku class and became one of the Cracku student once again. And this year I got 99.77 percentile and my sectionals were around in the range of 98 to 99 and in LRDI it's 99.7 something. So that was a journey that I had throughout my CAT.
Okay, myself Rakesh. So I scored 99.85 this year and this is my first year. So I have quit my job for preparing for CAT and have actually started from zero. So quant part, I was good with quants usually. So I'm engineer, a GEM candidate. So I have done my BTech from NIT Trichy, and so quant was kind of simple to me. It felt okay. It's a bit manageable, but VRs I have to start from scratch. I don't have any habit of reading stuff, so I don't read novels or something, and I just read newspapers a bit. But it felt very difficult. I used to score single digit marks during my first mocks and sectionals. So when I started this, I thought of taking a course, and I considered Cracku, and that actually helped me a lot. I also started like from zero, like let's say due to good math or quant skills, I was like a 20% good with DALR. So in terms of clearing concepts and stuff, like Cracku really helped me, and especially VRs is a pain point for me. Like I need to get like at least 30 plus in my final exam so that I can get a good percentile in good college finally. So I was cracking my head what to do. And then Cracku is there. So and mainly Silent Madam tips, it really worked a lot. Let's say like I have this habit of not reading the options properly, not reading the question properly, and skimming the passage without understanding at times. And the course and the especially the study room, I was like I did around 100 to 200 different types of RCs that really helped. And then I did all these sectionals and dash cats. Actually, the dash cats are of good quality, and sometimes the level of difficulty is very good. So I used to take other institutes mocks. It was very tough at that time. I used to get broken down, and I was like, "Why am I preparing for CAT?" And I was like, I used to stop my preparation for 2 days, and then I used to do Cracku dash cats. It gives me self confidence, and it gives me a sense of like, yeah, I'm doing well, and it gives and it is of good quality. And if you see in the final exam also, I felt like dash cats are of CAT level difficulty. So I think it really helped me achieve this percentile in my first attempt, and I'm glad it happened.
So can you have been preparing, right, for the CAT exam for many days. So can you take me through your day? Like what part of your day would you spend on CAT preparation?
So basically, Cracku has this daily test. So I made sure that I was appearing for those 3 tests on a daily basis and not miss out on them. They help me build consistency and the patience to go through and help me stay connected with the topics. So initially, I started with those 3 topic tests, and I like in the speaking of
You're referring to the daily targets, right?
so daily targets was very crucial part of my preparation. Apart from that, the topic tests that were there in the study room and the section, I made sure I was having a perfect balance of both of them. So topic test made sure that I was clearing concepts in particular topics, and section test made sure I was going with the right strategy and attempting those sections. Like if I'm going for cons, I'm choosing the right questions, and section strategy, sectional test helped me in that. And mock test was the like a complete 2-hour test in which I was have to switch between the sections very frequently and have to leave a section behind when it's over. So it helped me build a long-term to test taking strategy. So that was the thing. And in like I started taking mocks from the month of October. Initially, I took less mocks in the month of October. Then month of November, I was taking mocks on every alternate day. And the days I was not taking mocks, I was taking sectional tests to make sure that I was practicing all my sections and in a particular fixed time period and not exceeding that. Apart from that, I used to solve that this. I used to solve a past year question paper as well. Like I didn't solve them as a test, but solve them as a question, like a set of questions. So that I was giving enough time for a particular question or set, and I was able to understand what the question actually asks and what I can do without a time constraint. So it helped me understand my level and what I need to achieve.
Yeah. So what is your opinion about the mocks or the study room that Cracku provides, the number of questions they have or the quality of them?
So Cracku provides a large diverse set of questions. Especially I used it a lot for my RC, as my VRC game is very poor, and I used to do like 4 RCs per day apart from my daily targets and my sectionals and all. I used to consistently do at least 4 RCs on study room. So I used to get like different kinds of RCs, like abstract, sometimes philosophical, sometimes just informative. So I felt like it's more diverse and it has some lot of challenging questions. Sometimes I felt like it's very hurting to score -5. I used to get all negatives, like, but it prepared me for the end game actually. And the daily targets also, it helped me stay consistent actually. I'm not someone who is very not lazy kind of a guy. I'm a lazy guy. I can't stay consistent for a long time. So what happened is, like, doing daily targets, that streak, I used to use Snapchat a lot. The streak game has was in deep into me. Like, it was like, I need that streak. I don't know why. I don't even know why I want that streak, but I want that streak. I did those. And I was like, I did consistently for some like 120 days or something, and it went well. And my day used to be like, I used to take 1 mock per day for the last 2 months. So I took around 50 plus mocks for my preparation, and sectionals I have completed all the sectionals, I think. So yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So for you, were there any like weak section when you initially started the preparation?
My VRC section was the weakest out of all the 3. So having a fear of last year, so it was very difficult to cope up with that. So I had a simple strategy. I started reaching out to people who were actually good in section and understand what they were doing and what I'm missing out. So I tried incorporating different strategies and find out what was working best for me. So I realized that going for 4 RCs and having attempting the rest of the VA question that I can in the remaining time was the optimum use for me. So in that, the study room, the RCs, the diverse nature of the RCs, the different concepts that were covered helped me achieve those 4 RCs that I am attempting, make sure that I have a high accuracy in that. So if I am making mistakes in VA also, it's getting offset by the higher accuracy in the RC. And those 16 questions were obviously greater as compared to those 8 questions. So I went with that strategy. So that was one of the ways I conquered my weakest section. And for LRDI, actually I have always loved solving puzzles. And I initially started with Sudokus. So I saw one of the Maruti Sir's video. He emphasized on the need of solving Sudokus for building a reasoning in that. So I started off solving Sudokus last year, got into a habit of that and built a basic reasoning. So even if I was not able to solve a set within a time frame, what I did was I sat with that set for an hour or how much time it required and tried solving it. Even if it required 2 hours, I gave that 2 hours to finally crack that set. So if I'm able to build a reasoning by giving it 2 hours, so if any similar set appears in the future terms or in the future course of action, I was able to solve those sets. So that was the strategy that I followed in LRDI. On cons, I have been strong with numbers since class 10 onwards, but I focused on only like the very basic strategy that most people do. I focused on arithmetic and algebra and tried to maximize my attempts on that and tried to maximize my accuracy in that. So I was somewhat able to achieve a higher accuracy in that section. to be very precise.
So Rakesh, you said that you started from very zero kind of thing. Being an engineer, you have some 20% or 30% grip on quant, but for the other two sections, you are slightly skeptical about your grip on it. So how did you cope up from starting from very scratch onwards? How did you manage to get 99.8 plus?
So the first thing is, the main pain points are VARC and DALR. I watched these course lectures which starts from scratch by Sayali madam, and LRDI also is handled by Sayali ma'am. So the tips and the lectures have helped me a lot, especially the LRDI strategies. We used to have this, like, I used to have this mentality since my JEE days that if paper is tough, it would be tough for everyone. So we need not feel low. So seeing, actually, a lot of people see posters of Maruti sir with 100 percentile on all the placards and all the stuff, right? So people might feel motivated. I felt motivated seeing Maruti sir failing. He is not doing well in some mocks in the live attempts. Actually, it made me feel like he is more like, I also feel like, yeah, he is not like supernatural. He is also human. Like, he also makes mistakes. No, this is not the end of the life. I might also make mistake, but I need to prepare well so that I'll avoid those mistakes as much as I can. Yeah, it really helped. Yeah, how did he approach? And the strategy, like picking up the right sets is the main thing in your end game. So yeah, so I need to find my strengths. My strengths are DI and quant based DI. So I know what are my strengths and I have played that. And so doing a lot of study room problems and the lectures. So while solving the questions also, like, I need to check my timing, like, so I try to do in this concise time. If I was unable to do it, I used to still do it. If even it takes 1 hour or 1.5 hours, I try to attempt it and complete it. But I would know, after seeing the solution, I would know where did I go wrong and why did this idea didn't crack to my head. Yeah, text and video solutions. Yeah, that optimal approaches help me refine my logical approach, actually. And one more thing, during the live lectures, we used to have this question and answers session, and the lectures used to have this some questions, and audience used to answer it, right? So while solving it, it made me realize, like, what are my strengths, how much time I'm able to crack it. So it, during my initial days, that helped me to analyze what are my strengths and weaknesses. So yeah.
That's great. So would you like to give any suggestion about Cracku or a feedback that you would really appreciate, like for a feature like study room or something like that, that you have liked the most among all the things that you have provided on the Cracku website? So what would it be?
So take the daily targets, all the snap freaks out there, and the study room who loves to solve a lot of challenging problems. Yeah, you kind of get this adrenaline rush when you could correctly solve this LRDI sets. And yeah, study room, daily targets, and overall course is awesome. It brought me from 0 to 99.85. And yeah, pretty much. Just take it, yeah.
So what is your opinion about the video concept?
Cracku is a very comprehensive course. So I watched the video lectures last year, and the structure was that there was a video class and a test immediately after that. So what am I learning in in a class? I'm already applying that on a test, so it helped me strong my concepts in that manner. And the practice modules, the daily targets, the study material, the study room, the sectional test, and the mock test formed a very comprehensive part. So you can either have build a consistency with the daily test, practice on specific areas with the study room, practice a section with the sectional test, and the mock test was the ultimate test of everything that you are doing. So it's a very comprehensive course, and it's actually helpful in getting a good clarity of the concepts that are being tested in the CAT examination, and it really helps in achieving a high score. So that actually translates into high percentile. So Cracku is one of the best thing that you can get in our hands on.
Super. Nice, man. Nice talking to you guys. I hope you have a great day today.
Thank you so much.